Well, hi there everyone. Thanks for stopping by my channel. Today's recipe is for another meal in a jar. This one is for a classic 1970s. It's a one-pot meal. It's very nostalgic to me. I enjoyed this with my brothers. This is for chicken a la king. It's got a fantastic creamy sauce, lots of vegetables in there like peas, mushrooms, onions. I'm using red bell peppers. My mom's recipe called for pimentos, but I'm going to use our red bell peppers. You can use any type of our chicken. It would be great in there. I'm also going to include some heavy cream powder. My mama always put half and half or heavy cream in her chicken a la king. And then just some yummy seasonings. And this is going to come together in hardly any time at all. I'm using a 24-ounce jar, that's a pint and a half, just because I wanted to try and fit everything in there without having to squish it. But I think you could probably fit this into a pint-sized jar. Now I added half a cup of chicken. You can increase that amount if you like more chicken. My favorite part of this recipe is actually the sauce and the vegetables. So the chicken's not even that important to me on this one. I just love the taste of the sauce, but that's up to you. Anyway, the mushrooms, the peas, and the red bell peppers, those are the traditional vegetables that go into this. I did break those bell peppers into smaller pieces. They kind of come in slices in the can, and so I broke those up smaller. Here we have some seasonings that make this yummy sauce. There's Worcestershire sauce powder in there and dry mustard. My mom always added those things to her sauce. So I'm including them in here and they make it delicious. Just salt, pepper, garlic powder. I put an oxygen absorber in there to show you that that's what you could do. You could leave this on your pantry shelf for a long time if you needed to, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to make it right here with y'all in just a minute. But see, there's some extra room at the top of this jar, and that's why I'm thinking I probably could have fit this into a regular pint-sized jar. So if you want to feed more people, I think you could probably double this recipe and still get it into a quart-sized jar. So that's what you would store on your pantry shelf. Y'all, this is so easy to make. It's a just add water recipe, and it's one of those things that it's easy for a weeknight meal. So when you're ready to make it, get out just a medium-sized soup pot and empty the contents of the jar into your pot, and then all you have to do is add water. You're going to need 2.5 cups of water for this one, and that's it. So if you're doing the quart-sized jar and you've doubled it, you're going to add 5 cups of water. Give this a good stir. Then you're going to need to crank on your heat. I put mine at a medium high because you want to bring this to a boil. And as soon as it comes to a boil, give it a stir and you can turn down your heat and you want to simmer this. So I think I ended up at about a 2 or 3 out of 10 on my stove, and I simmered it for about 12 to 15 minutes, something like that. Just enough time for the chicken to completely hydrate and get tender, and for those vegetables to cook through. Do stir it from the bottom so it doesn't stick. And go ahead and add some fresh heavy cream or some half and half if you have it. That's optional, but it's recommended. It makes the sauce even more luxurious. It's just so comforting, y'all. I remember eating this with my brothers, and this is just kind of nostalgic for me. Now, my mama, she always put this on toast. You can serve this on a biscuit, on noodles, rice, mashed potatoes. But my family, we always ate it over toast. And so I wanted to do that today because it just reminded me of my sweet mama and our family dinners, especially when we lived in Virginia. She made this quite a bit, and it tended to be really more like turkey a la king because she would use her leftover Thanksgiving or Christmas turkey, and we would have this as leftovers, the way to use up that turkey. And it was always so good. It's a beautiful little dish, lots of bright colors. When you put it over the toast, the bread gets nice and soft, and I just love the the combination of those flavors. You can see the chicken, the red bell pepper, the peas, the white creamy sauce. It's just so good. I loved eating this. I was filming it and I wanted to cut it up and kind of show you a close-up of what it was, but I turned off the camera and I just kept eating. I ate that whole thing and it was so good. Yeah, see all those beautiful vegetables and that chicken. And for some reason, it just combines really well with a piece of toast. I don't know. I think in the 70s and the 80s, we probably did whatever we could to kind of like stretch the grocery budget. And this is one of the ones that turned out really well. I'll put the recipe down in the description box. This was actually requested by one of my subscribers, and I forgot to write down who it was. So if that was you, please let me know in the comments. Okay guys, that's it for today. I hope y'all give this a try. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Thanks for commenting. I appreciate you so much. Y'all be blessed. Until next time, y'all take care and keep thriving.